So today we're going to look at the exponential function, and we're going to look at graphing transformations of the exponential function. So let's have a look and see what we're graphing today. So we're asked to graph the following function: y equals 1 over 3 raised to the power x minus 1. All right, so the first step is to figure out what our base or parent function is. So in this case, let's call it our parent function is y equals 1 over 3 raised to the power x. So let's have a look and see what that function actually looks like. We're going to graph our parent function. So looks like we have the question twice. I think we can get rid of this one here. Save a bit of space, give us a bit more space. All right, so let's graph our parent function y equals 1 over 3 raised to the power x. We'll draw some axes for ourselves. Okay. All right. So let's determine, or let's figure out where our y-intercept is. When x equals 0, our y-intercept is 1. That was easy. And then let's figure out what happens as x gets larger negatively and as x gets larger positively. Okay, so as x gets larger positively, our function y gets smaller and smaller and approaches 0. So it kind of looks like that. So it looks like we have an asymptote at y equals 0, or the x-axis. All right, so next, as x gets larger negatively, our function actually gets bigger. Whoops. Our function gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And this is because we can rewrite 1 over 3 as 3 to the negative 1, and all of that is raised to the power x. So this is the same as 3 raised to the power negative x. So as x gets larger negatively, we're actually raising 3 to a very large positive number. All right, so this is a graph of our function, of our parent or base function, y equals 1 over 3 raised to the power x. So now we need to perform our transformations to this function. And what is the transformation that we're performing? So our transformation is this negative 1. So what does the negative 1 do? It actually is just, let's write it over here where we have a bit more space. This negative 1 is actually a vertical translation. Up 1 unit, up 1 unit. So that's what we need to do to our parent function. We need to raise everything up 1 unit. So we need to take this, our y-intercept, and move it up 1 unit. Ow, my mistake. Down. Well, all right. If we put a plus sign, then it's up 1 unit. So let's do that one. Let's do that transformation. And our horizontal asymptote also moves up 1 unit. So rather than being y equals 0, it becomes y equals 1. And now our new graph, so our green graph, is for the function y equals 1 over 3 raised to the power x plus 1. Okay. All right. So now let's go down and graph this function, y equals 1 over 3 raised to the power x minus 1. So in this situation, our translation is, again, it's a vertical translation, down 1 unit. All right. Okay, so again, let's just quickly draw in our axes. Whoops. That's not pretty. Not very straight. Okay. So wonky, but that's okay. I think we're okay. All right, so in this situation, since we're moving everything down 1 unit, we're going to take our horizontal asymptote and move it down unit to -1. So let's put a dotted line at our new horizontal asymptote. So the equation of that line is y equals -1. Originally, our y-intercept was 1. That's going to be translated down 1 unit to 0. And everything else is going to remain the same. So let's pick another color, purple. So this purple curve is the function 1/3 raised to the power x minus 1. So everything's been translated down 1 unit. Okay. Good. So that brings us to the end of our session. If you have any questions, feel free to give us a shout at info@raisemymarks.com or give us a call day or evening. We look forward to hearing from you, and thank you for watching. Whoops.